The 1556 Shaanxi earthquake is one of the darkest events in the history of China in particular and the whole of humanity in general. It has caused many cities of the country of billions of people to be wiped out, and 830,000 people died. The cradle of Chinese civilization, Xi'an City, which belongs to Shaanxi province, is also one of the oldest cities in China. This city is the cradle of the Yellow River Basin, associated with historical figures such as Xin Shi Huang or Wu Keqian. Xi'an is also one of the 4 largest capitals in Chinese history, marking landmark changes. Besides, Xi'an is also the eastern end of the legendary Silk Road. But all the achievements and the progress built over the centuries collapsed in a moment when the devastating earthquake of the 16th century came across. Bear the craziness of nature. On January 23, 1556, a large earthquake with its epicenter in the city of Xi'an shook and almost completely wiped out the provinces in Shaanxi. History books often refer to this earthquake as the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake or the Tianjin earthquake disaster because it occurred under King Min Tong. Accordingly, the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake wasn't the strongest earthquake, but it had the largest number of deaths. The number recorded in history books is more than 830,000 people. Historians at that time described that the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake caused the mountains to be flattened, forcing floods and fires continuously, completely changing the natural landscapes in central China. Not a single house in this area survived the earthquake, and more than half of the population in this area died, estimated in the hundreds of thousands of people. Within 500 kilometers of the epicenter, there were dead bodies everywhere. Scientists reconstructed the Shaanxi earthquake and found its magnitude to be between 8 and 8.3 magnitudes. There is a historical record as follows. The earthquake caused mountains and rivers to change shape, roads to change direction, and many mountains to shake completely. The sound of the earthquake was like thunder. The fire had no way to be extinguished for 2 to 3 days, and the people died because of the fire, the flood, and the flooding. The most terrible earthquake in history. The strongest earthquake in history occurred in 1960 in Chile with a magnitude of 9.5. But the 1556 Shaanxi earthquake is still recorded as the worst earthquake in history because there are so many people died in this earthquake. The Ming Dynasty marked a population explosion in China by 1500. The population had increased to about 125 million people, and they mainly lived in communities with high population density. In addition, the constructions are made of very simple stone. When collapsing can cause injury to the people inside. After the historic earthquake, many people started to switch to building houses with bamboo and wood, which are more resistant, and if it does collapse, it still causes less damage than before. Besides, one way to keep yourself safe when an earthquake occurs is that everyone should stay at home. Do not rush to go out. Sit down and cover your head with your hands and wait for the opportunity to come. Thanks for watching the video. Goodbye and see you soon.